And there it is. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is episode 2 of Cards in Hand for October 1st, 2013. What are we talking about tonight? What's coming up on the agenda? You know what?
First of all, I'd like to thank all the people who came and hung last time.
For sure.
Way more people than I thought it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're working on some stuff that'll make this look cooler, be a bigger thing for you guys, hopefully. So I'm talking like flying intros, animated things, more things to talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna do 3D hollow projecting from the screen.
Oh my god,
it's coming.
That's gonna be sweet.
It's coming.
That's gonna be sweet. Yes, but I seriously, from the bottom of my heart, seriously, like, it's really cool. Like, this was just, I never known that much about live casting until, Joel brought it to my attention, and then I thought, like, this will be a great idea. Let's just do it. And I don't know. This was in the works. Like, me and him were working on it for, like, months and months, and we just never did it.
Yes.
But seriously, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So once again, we are your hosts, Matchstick Man and Phantasma Justera, Sam the Bomb, and Joel.
Yep. So tonight, what are we going to talk about? We're going to be talking about our impressions on the Kingdom Hearts card game. My impressions on Yu-Gi-Oh! We're going to talk about a little bit of the Weist. There's some regionals drama that was going on. New sets released, stuff like that. Lots of Pokemon news as well, and some speculation. Also, we need some help with the Monster Rancher card game. But we'll get to that at the end of the show. At the end of the show. We're going to run about an hour. That's our goal right now. So let's take note of the time, and let's just, I guess, jump into it.
So, what did we play this week? Joel came over, and I taught him how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I relearned, and he learned. So we kind of learned together how to play the Kingdom Hearts card game. Kind of figured out where it went wrong. I think that's what we said we'd do last week. And so, I had a bunch of them. I had a booster box from Base Set that my brother gave me.
Yeah.
Or, well, I got it from him. I bought it from him. He bought, like, a case of, like, 6 boxes. And I just bought a box from him because I was like, I want this. But I had a Base Set booster box, and I had a bunch of promo starter crap that I got at Anime Detour, actually. So thank you, Anime Detour, for that. That was cool. But yeah, I don't know. We could talk about... I think we should talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! First. That'll be the quickest. I have a 6 Samurai deck, like I mentioned last week. It's not like... It doesn't run Kageki or Shein Smoke Signal or the Synchro. It's just like, I don't know. It's got some XYZs in it. But, it definitely beat the other deck that I had Joel play. The other deck that Joel was playing wouldn't even last a minute.
I believe the second game was round 2.
Yeah, I beat him turn 2, yeah. It was kind of ridiculous. But, honestly, for me, that's how I feel going in. With that deck, that's how I feel going into tournaments now. It's like buy to win. But, I want to hear your thoughts.
Me?
From the bottom of your heart and up. Out your mouth, like straight up.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking sucks. Nah, look, I am and I don't care what form of media it is, if it's card games, video games, I don't care. I hate buy to win. I hate it so much. I hate that skill can have nothing to do with it, and money is the only deciding factor for how good it is. Like,
right.
To me, that is just... Okay, we were playing, and I was super salty, obviously. I was like, dude, this sucks. And you're like, well, you can use my deck. And I'm like, what did I say? I said, no, where would the fun be? Like, it's still not fun.
Yeah, right.
It's like, give me the deck that wins.
I wanted to trade decks with you because I know how Trisha's deck... That was my fiance's deck, by the way. I know how her deck works. And I thought maybe, I could find a way to last longer against my own build deck. No. Just to see. But, I already knew how it worked from the beginning. That's why I'm not saying that you're not a smart card player, but that, yeah. But I don't know. That was pretty.
I don't know.
I didn't really have that much fun.
It seemed fun in principle. As far as like how the game is played, I like the trap cards. I like all that kind of stuff. That's actually really cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
Did not like the execution. I guess if I had a better deck, it would be okay. But I don't really want to spend a couple grand, so.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Like, I mean, if I don't even know. Like, there's a couple decks out there that like my deck is from a certain generation, or my build of it actually, because Six Samurai is still a big deck out there, I guess. But my generation of Six Samurai is from a couple years ago. I mean, there's a couple decks out there that I could build for you that would work, but I mean, honestly, the game would last not even 7 minutes or 10 minutes. So it's like, I don't know if you want to go that route again, play next week. I honestly don't know if I have the money to go and find like and build that.
Right.
But I mean,
I just don't know if I see that being a game that I want to pursue based on those principles. Does that make sense?
Yes. No, I understand. Yeah, that's totally exactly how I feel. When I started playing Vanguard, a lot of Vanguard players were Yu-Gi-Oh players.
Okay.
And a lot of Vanguard players still are Yu-Gi-Oh players. And there's this one guy, he just he doesn't spend his money on anything. He just spends all his money on cards. And he was playing Vanguard with me one time and at Legion Games in Burnsville. And he was like, "Hey, you have a Yu-Gi-Oh deck? Let's play." And I was like, "Okay, sweet." And he beat me like turn 3 with that same build that I played you with. He had a really good deck. Like, it was his first turn. He went first, and his first turn, he had already synchroed and XYZ 3 monsters. It was just kind of like,
right,
whatever. Like, like by when it was back to my second turn, I was like, normal summon. Then it was his turn, and then I lost.
Right.
Like, it's, I don't know. It's just kind of weak, Like, I don't. If I wanted to get into Yu-Gi-Oh competitively, I honestly I wouldn't be able to spend any money on anything else.
Right.
And I'm not all about that. I'm all about playing all kinds of stuff.
See,
so you're all about that.
I'm all about that.
Right.
Hey, and I know that we could sit and talk about this for like a really long time, about the very deep core belief systems we have in card games, but
yeah,
we're not gonna do that. But basically, I don't like it.
Right.
I didn't have fun playing it. I can see how it can be fun, but I did not have fun.
Yeah. No, I didn't either. No. A card game for me, and I think for you too, since you're very big on MMOs and MOBA games online. Well, not that, I mean, MMO does take strategy, but more MOBA games is what I should have said. My brother's a very good chess player. So, like, I don't know, he's really good at Warcraft 3. He just really is. Like, he played in a couple weird tournaments, like from his house, like from our house.
Right.
And, like, naturally, as a card player, he's pretty good, But, I mean...
Sure.
Well, like, I don't know. In Yu-Gi-Oh, it almost doesn't take a lot of skill, I feel like. It just takes, like, the right cards put together,
Yeah.
And the money you have to spend on them. And that's what makes it not fun, in my opinion.
Right.
The moment you have the cards you need, and if you don't need them, you get them, then that's it.
Yeah.
You go either way. It's a race at that point,
Sure.
But, yeah, anyways.
Yeah, whatever. What did we play that we had fun with, though?
That we learned together. Kingdom Hearts.
Yes. I think you went way too fast on that one, but yeah. Nice.
That's my...
How much did that run you?
Sora figure. This?
Yeah.
This is Play Arts, son. Got this at Anime Detour in 2010.
So it was like $30, right?
I got it for 20.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
This is one of the ones that they printed more of.
Okay.
Like the final form Sora was one. It was shiny, obviously. That one was like 45.
Right.
But like Valor form is my favorite form. Like I love Valor form Sora just because he's a badass. But like it came with the dumbest keyblades, like the cloud key, you know, the like the
Well,
key
of
to his
course.
bike. Like I forgot what
Yeah.
it's called. The steel chocobo or something.
Yeah.
And then the fatal crest. Like that's stupid. But whatever.
Yeah. So what did you think of the card game?
Dude, that card game.
First off, how long did we spend playing that game?
Well, we definitely spent a longer time playing that than Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my! Well, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh was pretty quick, but Kingdom Hearts we had to go through everything, build decks without any knowledge of really how the game worked anymore. And then we played probably 3 or 4 rounds. I want to say, is that about right?
I think we played 4 rounds.
Yeah, something like that.
Because the first round was spent kind of learning.
Yeah, because then that's when I learned that you can't play like level 2 friends without a level 0 or 1. You didn't tell me that ahead of time, so.
Well, and actually, we did that wrong too. I just found this out a couple days ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So like, you know how we were playing it? We were playing it where, okay, you have to play a level 1 Goofy to turn it into the level 2 Goofy, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do that. If you want to play a level 2 Goofy, you just need to have a level 1 friend already somewhere.
Oh, cool.
And if it is Goofy, you have to replace it because you can't have more than the same name. So, like, if I had a level 1 Donald, I could play a level 2 Goofy and then a level 3 Jack Skellington.
Oh, that's awesome. So I wouldn't have sucked as bad as I did then.
Yeah.
What you're telling me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
And so some of the research I did after we were done playing it was that okay, actually, we'll talk about that after. But from my perception, I had a lot of fun playing it, but I feel like there could have been a lot more to it.
Sure.
But I mean, I don't know. Is that how you felt? I mean,
yeah. I mean, I thought it was a really good concept. I think that there was a fatal flaw in their design, though. 2 different win conditions. That was my problem.
Really?
Yeah. If they would have focused on one or the other, it would have been better. Because remember what happened that last round? I couldn't clear the Heartless off of my land. And I couldn't attack you. So what do we do? Every turn, you did 1 damage to me. Next turn. It got really boring at that point when there was nothing I could do.
Yeah. So just real quick, so for the viewers who don't have never played the Kingdom Hearts card game, is it was you have a character, so there's like Sora and Riku, and later they made dark characters too, and we'll get into that later. I don't have any dark characters, but the card has to be a player card. You have that, and then you have your deck. It can be anywhere from 40 to 60, not including your character, I found out. And you have friends and worlds and Heartless cards. You play Heartless cards on your friends' worlds when they play enough world cards where their level is equal to the sum of 13. So if you have a level 1, a level 2 world card on your world area, you're at level 3. When you reach level 13 on your worlds, then you win, or if you knock out your opponent's character in challenge or a battle, then you win that way too. And those are the 2 win conditions that Joel was referring to.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, the whole world thing was the best. I thought that was super cool. That was actually a lot of fun. See, like, we had this conversation even when we were playing it. We're like, wow, that was a lot of fun, but I can see why it's not so much fun. Right? Which is weird, but yeah, I don't know. Picking Riku was a horrible choice. The 2 times that I ended up picking Riku,
right?
Because he has 0 attack,
right?
But a ton of mana, so he's great with spells. But the thing is that spells can't target your opponent,
right?
So I literally had no way of doing damage to you, which meant that I couldn't really do anything at that point. I didn't have enough to clear the Heartless. No matter what I did, I had not enough. And I could not attack him, no matter what I did. So, it was just like, hey, I give up because I don't know what else to do at this point.
Right.
But we found
Yeah.
out apparently it's not a dead card game.
Oh yeah, because we were trying to. Yeah, we were trying to. Because my fiance was in the room with us when we were playing, and because she was like reading the rules off to us, like on her laptop, while we were trying to learn how to play, and um, uh, I was like, babe, like eBay these like cards really quick, right? And one of the boxes, they go for like $70.
I found
And
one
it's
for
like
300, or was it like 250 or 300, something like that?
that was a Japanese one, but yeah,
Oh,
you
well,
know.
yeah. Which sucks because I really I really wanted us to get some more, so we could play it more. But
I know. Well, like that's the thing too, is because I found out like the dark characters or whatever.
mhm,
Um, so the dark characters, if you play a dark character instead of a light character, um, your friends are heartless. So and then the heartless's power value is their support value.
mhm,
As if a friend's, like so Donald's support value would be +2, if you were a light character, but if you're a dark character, your heartless are your friends.
right.
So I mean, if you're playing a dark character, you're going for a attack forward build. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you're just challenging the other player and stalling their worlds. You're not really while you travel. So it wouldn't even consist of any friend cards at
Interesting.
all.
See, like I
I
said,
mean,
it sounds like it'd be fun, but I'm not going to shell out the money to play that one. I have other
right.
cards to spend money on. So, yeah. But, whatever. So it was a fun game. And you know what? I wouldn't mind actually at some point recording a couple matches, maybe. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Now that we know how to play it, thanks for telling me the rules again. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So what do you want to tackle first? You want to tackle the Weiss drama or the Pokemon drama? It's up to you. I'll leave that one in your hands.
I feel like
You want to flip a
that's a good
coin? You want to
question.
roll a dice? What do you want to do?
You know what? I kind of want to tackle the Weiss drama right now.
Okay. Let's do it.
Well, I explain it to me again because I mean I'm reading the thing here, obviously, but
Where is it? I have. Oh yeah, I sent you the link. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So it looks like they had a couple changes. No. Okay. So I don't really actually know what happened, but I was reading that there was tournament issues invite notification. During a thorough investigation, Heart of the Cards has found that due to improperly followed tournament procedures, a small number of players were not given the proper opportunity to win an invitation. What? What?
So stupid.
Oh, yeah. So something went wrong. I couldn't actually find out what it was. Do you want to speculate on what that might have been? Because right after, they put out a tournament format change. What do you think that is? Now we know what the format change is now. Yeah.
I mean, they're saying now it's best 2 out of 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I wonder if that's what it initially was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then because here's the thing, I think it looks like from what I'm reading here, it looks like they're trying to blame it on the stores
Sure.
that held them, and that's not true at all. Because there were judges there. There were Heart of the Cards judges there. Heart of the Cards approved judges there. And they were the ones who told us the rules.
Mm-hmm.
They told us what to do. They told us to fill out a deck list. They told us do this, do that. We listened to them. I didn't listen to anything that Tony said, the manager of Level Up Games
Mm-hmm.
in South St. Paul in Minnesota, where we live, obviously. But Tony didn't have anything to do with it. He sat backwards,
Mm-hmm.
backwards. He sat back and just said, here's the judges. Here's what you need to do. You need to fill this out so we know that you're in the tournament. And then they have deck lists that you need to fill. That's all Tony did.
Right.
Because Tony was already running another like Magic event there at the same time. The Heart of the Cards judges were the people who told me what to do.
Right.
They told us that you couldn't play obviously because you had an English deck when it was all Japanese, which I don't get why. But it sounds like they're trying to blame the stores for holding it wrong.
Yeah.
And that seems a little weak because, like, I don't know anybody who works with Heart of the Cards or works at the people who run it. I don't know any of them, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But, it just kind of seems like, I don't know, from their YouTube videos, they just seem like, kind of weird. I don't know. They
Okay,
seem kind of
come on.
sketchy.
You can say what you want to say.
They just seem a little sketchy. They just seem a little picky. You know what I mean? They don't want anything to be their fault. And I mean, if I were them, if I was the one holding Japanese regionals in America and I was in charge of it, I'd be afraid to screw up, definitely.
Yeah.
But the real fault here is, I believe, should be with whoever informed the judges of what they were supposed to do, because it seemed like to them it was supposed to be best of one.
Mm-hmm.
And initially, I was told by one of the judges that top two got an invite. One paid, first place paid, second place unpaid. An invite to New York for nationals.
So let me ask you, is that what happened at the tournament?
No.
No. It's not. I wouldn't know because I was sitting out in the waiting room not able to play. But that's a whole other thing.
Right. And see, actually, Lightning Helix here in the chat room said Bushiroad tournament organization is absolutely terrible. They are terrible, but here's the thing about that, is that the tournament organization that was going on here was by Heart of the Cards.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was for the Japanese tournament. It wasn't for English.
Right.
So I don't know if they were informed if, like, okay, like this, like here's Bushiroad, and then here's Heart of the Cards, and then here's the judges. So I don't know where the communication went wrong. I'm thinking it's about here, like to Bushiroad to Heart of the Cards.
Right.
I think that's where it went wrong. But I mean, even Bushiroad has a history of just holding tournaments horribly.
Okay.
Like, they just do not know what they're doing. Like that story that you read to me last week about the kid who got he got DQ'd for his sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
And he got DQ'd for his sleeves because one of the Bushiroad like approved judges was like friends with the little kid or something who lost to this kid, and he went and like tattled on him, and like the thing was that they were Bushiroad sleeves. They bought them at that tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just like shut up. Like, at the same time, when you're resleeving your cards with anime sleeves, you need to check every one of them to make sure they're not ripped, torn, defective. That's the absolute first thing you do when you're resleeving your cards for a tournament. Make sure all of them are equal. They're all legit. Obviously he failed to do that, and that's on his person. That's his fault.
Yeah.
But still, they were Bushiroad sleeves at a Bushiroad sanctioned tournament. And that's what makes it just like mind blowing.
Yeah, like they weren't just Bushiroad sleeves that were bought on the internet. They were sold at the event. So it's like, God, really?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, dude. Do I feel like I deserved an invite? I don't know, maybe.
Oh, of course, because you didn't get one.
Right. It was best of one, and it should have been best 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
I probably would have won.
Mm.
Like, I don't know, maybe.
Maybe
White Schwartz is there is some luck involved in White Schwartz, definitely.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. Especially not with the new set that just came out. What are you leaving? Is that what you?
No, I'm adjusting my seat. Sorry.
Okay. So, I don't know. I guess we'll look into that more. If there's any more information on that, I mean, I guess we'll share it, but we don't really know a whole lot about it. We just know that it was a little weird when we were at the tournament.
Right.
And then now all this stuff happens, and then they're giving they're having like a last chance tournament last chance tournament announced because
Yeah,
a
like
couple places were found in violation of the rules, so they're
Yep.
like basically what are they redoing it or something?
Yep. Yeah. No, they're not redoing it. I think they're sending out invites to the people who should have
Oh,
gotten them. And the
right.
stores that were affected were Monterey Park, California,
Hmm.
Cupertino, California. Okay, hold on. I should say it like this: Monterey Park, California at Kira Kira Cards, Cupertino, California at Legends Shop, Temple City, California at Daisu Nation Card Shop, and Abington, Montana at Battleground Games and Hobbies. So
Okay.
obviously, I don't know if you haven't seen it yet. I would go check it out. But they even said here we're still in the process of auditing all of the regionals.
Yep.
So I mean, this was posted
September 28th.
and the Minnesota results were September 15th.
Yep.
So I mean, that's not that far off. So I mean, I wonder if they're investigating the tournament I participated in as well.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, last chance tournament for those of you who want to go to that at the West Coast at Mage's Realm Games at Sacramento, California, October 12th at 11 on a Saturday. So go and grind in.
And they are giving you they're giving out 2 invites during that too, it looks like.
Okay.
Yep, there will be a minimum of 2 spots available at the tournament. What does it actually mean? We expect more of a 4 to 8 count. Yeah.
So it depends on how many people go. So,
Sure.
I mean, if obviously at the tournament I went to, you know, if there were 10 more people, there would have been room for more invites.
Right.
Because it was a bigger tournament, you know.
Right.
But yeah.
So, you know, I said that luck isn't much in Weiss Schwarz, especially now. The Railgun S booster set is out. Man, I'm buying that. Okay, so for those who don't know, I have a Sword Art deck that I love, and I'm putting out a deck profile of it. It's recorded. I just got to actually edit it. But you hate it. I know that. So
yeah,
you hate it. You hate it because there's one particular card that's really there's 2 cards that are really good that work in conjunction together to make it so that that card cannot be removed from the board except for one condition, and it's a luck thing. So there's that. I don't play it very often because I know you don't like it, but now I think I might have to play it because I'm pretty sure you're going to buy the the Railgun S set. Am I correct in thinking so?
Well, I mean, for me, if I haven't seen the anime, then I don't want to buy it.
Right, but now you're going to watch it, aren't you?
I don't know.
Because I know I am.
I'm still finishing up Shakugan no Shana.
Okay.
And I want to build that deck, so...
okay, let's look at a couple of... These are like the... I went through the list, and there's only 3 colors in this set, which is weird for being a regular booster.
For
I
sure.
thought that was... And it's an 80-card set, so...
So it's kind of a smaller...
Yeah, but it's not an extra booster, which... whatever. It's weird. I wrote down some of the notable cards, and we discussed these a little bit. These are what I thought were pretty cool cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's jump into this. So right here, what it was, grade 3, sorry, or level 3. God, I keep saying Vanguard. It's a heal, and then there's a climax combo. So where you attack the back row. Now we've seen this before, but it also gains the ability that when it knocks out something, it sends that to memory. So this is a way of permanently removing assist characters. Correct?
Yep.
It's pretty good. I like this card a lot. I can see that you're not super excited about it.
I don't know, it's an expensive card.
It is an expensive card. This is like, how much is it?
What I saw was $20.
Jeez. Totally worth it.
$18. Okay, no, we're going to talk about that later. Because I'm looking at the clock right now and we still got a lot of time to fill. So we're going to talk about that later. Because...
What? Talk about what?
How you give me crap for wanting to buy, like, single cards for...
Yeah, but I'm not going to buy singles. I'm not going to buy this. I'm going to buy a booster box. I'm going to do it the legit way. I'm not going to be an asshole about it. Anyway.
Wait a second. What does that mean?
Nothing. I was just giving you shit. Anyway. Next card. Should we just move on for now?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then we got this card. Now, I like this one, and this I only like because of the other card. So it's not very good, but during your turn, your middle character gets 1k, but also it's an auto pay 1. So when it's placed on stage, pay the cost. You can choose a card called Doll Bomb and return it to your hand. Doll Bomb, you can have as many as you want in your deck, which is super awesome. I love cards that do this.
Mm.
And it's a free level 1 or lower. Put your opposing character in stock if they're 1 or lower. God, that is so cool. What a great level 1 game here.
It's a great way to get rid of those level 1 assists that are pretty powerful.
It's so frustrating. So, no. Well, this is in the front row, so you can't do assists.
Okay.
But even still, this is a great way
Yeah.
to make sure your opponent has no cards for level 1. And then here's the card. This is what made me. After I picked my jaw up off the floor, I called you and I was like, "Dude, you have to look at this." Oh God, this is so bullshit. Accelerator Overwhelming Power, level 1. Is that a 0 cost? Why, yes, it is. Because why not? It gains a level and 2,500 power per marker, making it better than that Kirito by 2 counts now. 3, its level, its cost, and it gets extra power. But not only that, when you kill an opponent, if you have the climax combo, and if you have 3 or fewer markers, you get another marker. So essentially, if you play this out, you have the climax in your hand, because you wouldn't play it without the climax. You have this card. He's going to be, what? Because it's a 2k1, so he's 6,500 with the climax combo at level 1 for free. Okay, and then as soon as he kills something, there's an extra, 5k? It's 9,500 turn 1. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty broken.
I love it. Even though it is a rare, I believe the Kirito is not a rare, or maybe it was. I don't even care about that card anymore. This is where I'm going now. But wait.
Man.
But wait. There's more. We have this nice red card. Passion Purple. Oh, what is that? X equals 500 times the level of your character. Because why not? And then the second one, the auto ability. Every time that you reveal a trigger, or I'm sorry, reveal a climax for your trigger check, you just give 2k somewhere. Man, you run 2 of these, and then it's like, what do you even do after that? You know?
Right. Yeah, grade 2 assists they're always kind of hard to find spots for in your deck, but
yeah,
they're pretty good for the most part.
So, this set, do you think we might see this set popping up in tournaments?
Yeah, I probably know a couple people who are probably going to buy boxes of that.
I totally would.
I'm still itching for the Disgaea D2 extra booster.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, but you want that because you like it, right? Not
right.
It has nothing to do with the cards.
That's another fun thing about Weiss Schwarz,
right?
Too.
Right.
But I mean, I'll totally build it when I buy it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
That's gonna be sick.
I really like that set because it takes what I love so much about the Sword Art set, and it just says, "Hey, let's make this a little bit better," because it is better. It's just all around. It's a better card.
Right.
With the exception, because as we know, bounces can't happen unless it's a bounce trigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Above grade 3, right? Because I haven't found anything, right, that bounces anything above a grade 3 back to your hand unless it's a bounce trigger. Simple as that. So that Kirito comes out at level 1 because it's a change. It's a level 2. So after 1 kill, you basically can't get rid of it anymore. Right? This one, however, comes out at level 1. After its first kill, it's level 2. You still have that whole round to answer that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know definitely my Evangelion deck would probably. I mean, my Evangelion deck has a hard time with the Kirito in the first place, so it's like.
Well, yeah, it does. Yeah. I don't know.
I think the only decks that I know so far that would probably be good for that is like power hungry stuff,
Hmm.
like Symphogear, obviously,
Right.
and things like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was quite interesting. I wonder if that's an indication of what the sets are going to look like from now on. Because that's worrisome slightly. If every set that comes out is better than the ones before, how long is it going to be before, like, you know, a Disgaea trial deck that's modded because of the banned cards? How long until one of those can't even come close to winning anymore? You know,
Against.
against a brand new set that just came out.
Oh, so like you're saying like Railgun, if that's like
How
the
long
case.
until it becomes Yu-Gi-Oh is what I'm saying.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Okay. Do you not think, or do you hope not?
No, I don't think so
Okay.
because there's a lot of sets out there that we still haven't touched.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll
accept that.
That you and I haven't touched.
Right.
And a lot of the builds that we have are not like tier 1 builds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Well, I mean your Sword Art build is probably a lot like the tier 1 builds of Sword Art out there.
Probably.
But
except I don't run green, but you know.
Right. But I mean, even so, there's so many. That's what's diverse about White Schwartz, and that's what a lot of people like. That's what I like in a card game is diversity.
Sure.
And that still takes a nice amount of skill. You know, there's definitely a luck factor.
Mm-hmm.
And but you know, oh, shout out to my dude Austin Tang right here. I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Nice.
In the chat room.
Getting called out on a live stream. That's awesome.
My bad. Sorry, had to. He's a cool guy.
He's
a big StarCraft 2 player.
All right, on. I can definitely respect that.
Yeah, StarCraft 2.
Oh, by the way, the Warcraft movie got a release date. Awesome.
The Warcraft movie?
Officially announced release date. That is super cool. Anyway, sorry, I got on like a Blizzard track there. Yeah. Anyway.
Side note, Warcraft movie's happening.
Go. Yeah, exactly. Chat room just says shout outs to everyone, and I back that.
Okay, I'm down with that. Shout outs to everybody. Okay, you know what? I'll just say this. Shout outs to the 9 people watching right now. That's definitely way more than I thought I was going to watch today.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, go on. You were saying something.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know either. It probably wasn't very important.
No, it probably wasn't. Oh, no, I'm saying
luck
that
based.
Like, that's what's the... Well, I mean, I think White Schwartz is luck-based enough. Maybe a little more than Pokemon. Definitely not as much as Vanguard. But yeah, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's diverse enough and has an okay enough balance where there will be answers to that card.
Will there?
Huh?
Will there? Because there isn't yet.
Not to our knowledge.
And Sword Art has been out for a little while now, at least.
I mean, there might be combos of cards of just out there that we just don't even know about. That's would be true. I mean, what is that? That was a grade 1, right?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
That's really weird.
I know, and it's free, too. That's the other thing. It costs 0. It's kind of a... I think I know how you felt now when I kept using my Kirito against you. I kind of know how you feel now, and it feels a little weird.
Yeah.
Granted, I'll still use Sword Art against you because it's funny, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, as long as they have the thing about White Schwartz is as long as they can get licenses for different animes, the more different kinds of cards they can make.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think they're gonna try hard with this game.
Sure.
Because Vanguard is becoming such a dumb thing right now, in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like they want to take care of this game.
Well, they should. It's a fun game.
Right. So, Bushy Road. Listen up.
Listen.
Listen real good.
Okay, so now the fun part. So I hear there's something happened in Pokemon. Do you want to? It's small though, right? This should be like a 2-minute thing. What happened?
This is not going to be a 2-minute thing, dude.
What happened?
This is some crazy stuff.
I'm listening.
So it's a rule update, which is the second time they've had a rule update in the past like 2 years.
Okay.
So once a year they're doing this, which is kind of lame in my opinion. This is not just some like random like tournament thing or tournament rule, or it's a rule like in the actual rules of the game. The first player can no longer attack.
So, okay. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. During your draw, you can mulligan if you don't have a basic Pokemon, correct?
No, I mean you have to mulligan if you don't have.
Oh, right. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So if you have a basic, let's say I got one basic Pokemon with, I don't know, 30 health, right? I have to play that, don't I? I have no choice. And if I go first, then I could potentially be extremely screwed.
Well, I mean that depends on what's in your hand.
What do you mean?
If you had a Pokeball or a search, then it won't matter.
Okay.
But I mean, yes. I mean, in some situations, in my personal experience, I have been totally screwed in that way. Yes. It's called donking.
Yeah.
It's where you are able to rid the first Pokemon with one shot.
So basically, if you get unlucky, you're done right away.
Yeah, because now the person going second is open to attack you.
Right.
Which
I mean, I don't know. I thinking about it, I guess I can understand. Going first is always tricky and weird, right? Because like in Weiss, you can only attack once, which I think is perfectly fair.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I don't want to go first. I hate going first.
Yeah, me too.
And I always go first when I play against you because I always roll higher than you for some stupid reason.
Right.
It's always really stupid because going second, you're at the advantage, right?
Yeah.
In Weiss, because you have three attacking positions.
Right.
And when your opponent has one on the stage, I mean, you can set up your battlefield better on turn 2. In Pokemon, what is the advantage, or what does this rule do? What does this change? Like, what could you see being the reason for this?
I think it was to prevent the first player being able to donk.
So then what allowed the second player to be able to do it?
That was exactly my point. But I don't know what cards in the meta donk right now. So I haven't been in the game for like a year. So, but I mean, I know. I guess for me, because here's what it was. The when I first started playing, the rule was the first player can't play trainers or supporters.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
So it's basically like attaching one energy and then hitting.
Yeah.
If you can, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So back in the day, going second was what you wanted.
Right.
And then after they made another rule change while I was still in the game, which was you could now play trainers on the first turn. So now there wasn't any, is it good to go first? Is it going to go second?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's actually true. Lightning Helix.
Yep.
It was just, all right, you go first and you go second. You play trainers, boom, 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 boom. That was it. I was okay with that. Mm-hmm. The thing that did suck about that is when that rule change happened, Gyarados was still a deck. So if you had a Magikarp and a Gyarados and another Magikarp and Broken Time Space, which is a stadium card, in your hand, Broken Time Space means you can evolve right away. Boom, 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 boom.
Right. Okay.
I'd go from Machop to Machamp to Machoke, so as long as they were all in my hand.
Winner of the coin flip now gets to decide who goes first. That's actually interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
That kind of changes a little bit there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually.
Yep.
So now you can be like, because Magic has always been that way too. It's like
hmm
you get to decide. You want to
Right.
play first or do you want to draw first? Because the first player doesn't draw.
Right.
You know. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Is that crazy?
I
So I
mean,
was
because
thinking it
like
was kind of crazy.
because then I would just if I won the coin flip, then I would just. I guess that makes it a little better.
hmm
But I mean, then I would just choose to go second.
Right. I
'Cause
mean,
know
who
they check.
wouldn't?
What?
Who wouldn't? Like I said, I don't know. I hate going first in any game. Period.
Right. Well, I
Because
mean,
like when you go first, you don't know you have you're blindly running into something. Like at least when you go first, I go, okay, well I know he has that card and he's putting it there. I can, well I think I just said this a little bit ago. I can strategize better if I go second. I don't know.
yeah.
It's just my preference.
No, that's totally. I totally agree with that. Because I don't know. They need to find a way. In my opinion, they need to find a way to make it like Hero Clicks. Because in Hero Clicks, um, it was no attack first round rule.
hmm
So if I went first, I could move, do an action,
All right.
not attack you. You went, you can do whatever you need to do, but you can't attack.
Yeah.
And then it would come back to me, and then we could start. It wouldn't matter if I wanted to attack or not because half of my characters had actions on them.
hmm
So it was fair that way. You know, we both our characters have actions. So even if I wanted to attack, it might be whatever. You know,
Right.
Tropical Beach. What does that card do again? Something stupid. That's another card. That's another crazy card. That's
Tropical
like.
Beach.
Yeah,
What
you
is-
only won it at like tournaments and stuff.
Oh really?
Yeah, you won it. You got it like at a Worlds tournament.
What does it do?
Once during each player's turn, that player may draw cards until he or she has 7 in his or her hand. If he or she does, that player's turn ends. Oh, it's a stadium card.
hmm
So it happens all the time until
Oh,
your
okay.
opponent plays the stadium.
Okay.
So you just draw until you have 7.
But then your turn is forfeit. Right?
Oh,
Isn't that what it
yeah.
said?
Yep.
Okay.
So you don't have to do it. You may do it.
It sets up slower decks very well. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay. I like that. But I'm sure it's super expensive, right?
It is.
Hmm.
It's very expensive.
How
I
expensive?
don't even know. I'll look at it right now. It was something crazy expensive.
Yeah. And like they just said, it's something you do when you can't attack. That absolutely makes perfect sense. Why not have an awesome option like that, you know? When
Yeah.
you can't do anything else. Yep. I like
$200
Whoa, for one?
for the 2011 one.
Mm.
For one, yes, for one. And then for the 2012 one, I see one here for. Oh, that's just for the online code is $40
Holy crap.
for the Pokemon online game.
Ooh.
That's so stupid.
So $40 for a not card.
yeah.
Cool. I love it. That's awesome.
Here's a Spanish one for 50.
Hey, that's still it's not allowed, okay?
Yeah, no, it isn't.
Not allowed. I don't allow that in my house.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, no way.
So, I mean, what do you see happening then? Have you heard any outcry?
On the Pokemon group I'm a part of on Facebook, there was kind of some backlash.
Okay.
Some people were saying, "Oh, now there's going to be balance," you know, because the first player can't attack.
Right.
I don't know. $200 to $300 per beach. That's what somebody was talking about there.
Sheesh.
Oh, and that was another thing I wanted to talk about for Pokemon 2. They errated, or not errated, but they made it. This is really weird because I don't know if Pokemon's ever done this before. Hey, where do we go? I'll just keep talking. Pokemon's never done this before. where there's two supporters. One's Professor Juniper, and the other is Sycamore. I don't know who that is. Some dude. But they are functionally identical, so you can only have a max 4 copies of any combination of Juniper and Sycamore.
Okay.
So you can't have 8. You can't have 4 of one and 4 of the other. You can only have 4 of one or 4 of the other. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
You can't have I can't have them together.
Yeah.
Because I guess they're functionally the same thing.
Right. That makes sense.
Which makes sense. It's like, well, why didn't you think about that when you made the card?
Look, you try making a card game. Oh wait.
Yeah.
We have.
Oh, and there's another card out there, really broken card.
Mm.
It's probably gonna go down in price now because of this. Pokemon Catcher.
Oh, that's right.
If you played the Pokemon game when it first came out, there was a card called Gust of Wind, and it just dragged out one of your opponent's bench Pokemons, and you got to choose which one it was. Pokemon Catcher is basically that.
Right.
And they errated it, so now you have to flip a coin for it because it was too broken.
Yep.
So
we do have a card game, by the way. Kind of. It is a card game, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's a tabletop board game, but yes. Oh well, yeah. Technically, tabletop card game. I guess.
Technically, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll show it off next week. That'd be kind of fun, actually.
Well, Lightning Helix made a good point too. Wizards didn't originally make the card game.
Oh God, you're right.
Yeah.
That was my God. That was a long time ago.
So I guess Gust of Wind was their thing, but I mean,
right.
Yes.
That's okay.
But I mean, yes, technically me and Joel did create a board game in its alpha stages right now.
There is a working prototype. Like I said, maybe we'll show it off next week. That'd be kind of fun. I'd break that out again. Wizards of the Coast. Oh, that's right.
All of America, dude.
Yes.
I wanted to be in that store all the time, dude. Oh my God.
So cool.
So awesome. I remember there being a separate room with just like computers. Go and play Warcraft 2 in. And then like
yeah,
they had like all the Pokemon stuff. R.I.P. Shinders.
Yeah,
dude, I went to the.
Oh my Shinders. God, that's right.
I went to the last Shinders in Minnesota, and I have pictures in front of it. I got 12 issues of Hit Girl #2 for 29 cents each.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I need 12 of them? I don't know. Why do you need to go to the bathroom? That's what I want to know. And then I bought some Yu-Gi-Oh cards that were like $5 each. I got them each for like 25 cents each.
It's a good thing that you can't use them in a deck that's going to do anything. I actually got caught stealing at a Shinders when I was like 12, and I was banned for life from the Shinders in Roseville.
Really?
Yep. I had to do 80 hours of community service. Yep. I did go back though, like 10 years later. So fuck that. They did not recognize me.
Uncrowned King. It was Gateway of the Six. Armored Ninja, XYZ monster. And I got a Grandmaster of the Six, Samurai. Oh, the red room in the back. Yeah, dude. The 18 older.
Oh my God. Dude, okay. Yep, I totally remember that. I had a buddy that worked at the one in like downtown. You know what I'm talking about? There was like a Shinders in downtown, right?
Oh, it was like in the corner. It was like a corner of...
I don't remember, but I had a buddy that worked there, and I went there for my 18th, or after I was 18, and he was like, dude, I got you a present, so I could go back to that room and pick anything out. Okay. So I got one called, God, what the heck was it called? I can't remember now. It was really funny. I got it because it was hilarious. It was called like Tricks Are for something, but it looked like the cereal box of tricks, whatever. Anyway, I think we're gonna wrap it up. So here's something that we should probably touch on really quick. The new fairy type.
Oh,
they're adding a new type.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk about that. Yeah.
What do you think of that?
We want to know, and I want you guys to, comment this on the Facebook page. Gonna set that up tonight. the Facebook Cards in Hand, and even on the Twitter, what you think the new fairy type Pokemon in the card game will entail.
Yeah.
I don't know if they made any cards for it. I haven't looked yet.
We
I
saw
know they
the
made.
energy.
I know. Yeah, I know. We saw the energy.
Yeah.
And
Oh, they added Dragon type, really?
oh yeah, that was a while ago. Dude.
Oh God, well, I haven't played like Pokemon seriously for a while, so.
That's like right when I quit playing.
Wait, so okay, I didn't know that. So they made a Dragon Energy card.
No.
Okay, see, I guess that's why I think Fairy is a little bit more important. Okay, so it is basic.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, because Dragon type, the cards that they made for Dragon type so far are just like they're just using lightning and fighting at the same time. Or something.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, to make a whole new energy, yeah, for a new type.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me. A lot of steel Pokemon have that like extra defense, and fire Pokemon always burn.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning Pokemon always paralyze. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fairy type really is. Like, and like what's gonna be crazy too is that they're gonna take Pokemon from like even Red and Blue version and make those fairy types now.
Right.
Like they did with like Magnemite.
Mm-hmm.
Magnemite's a Red and Blue Pokemon, but later he's considered a Steel type too. He was just considered a Lightning at the time.
Well, yeah, and Lightning, you just said it. Clefairy, obviously.
Yeah, so Clefairy, like, it probably could be considered a fairy type, or the new
maybe.
evolution is a fairy type, and that's what kind of revealed it, I think.
Sure.
But I think for fairy types, it might be just like crazy stuff, like Metronome.
Yeah.
All that shiz.
But I mean, obviously it's just speculation, but I'm interested to know what that type does, basically, because it's not just going to be like normal, right? We already have the regular, normal. But like, so what's it going to do? Clefairy, Dragon Slayer.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing is Mega Evolutions. Those are coming to the card game.
Oh yeah, yep. How are those going to work?
Is it going to be a one round like boost? Because that's how it is in the Digimon, exactly. That's how it is in the game, right? It's like a thing that you do and then it goes away.
Yeah. I think it's gonna work kind of how the level X's worked.
Okay.
When you for example, Machamp. Play Machamp level X on top. Machamp level X can use any of its previous moves.
Mm-hmm.
So any move that the Machamp card had, the Machamp level X could use.
Right.
I think it's going to be like that, but it just won't be as cool. Like, it won't last. Maybe it won't last. They'll make it so it only lasts like 3 turns or something.
Mm-hmm.
But what's it is, right now, if you knock out a Pokemon EX, you take 2 prizes.
Okay.
So I wonder if they're just going to keep it like that.
Right.
But they'll make it like level X's. And then when you knock it out, you get 2 prizes.
Yeah.
I kind of actually hope that they don't do that. Because taking 2 prizes for knocking out 1 Pokemon is actually a really huge jump ahead of your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really hate that rule. Like, it really bothers me.
Right.
Like, it's one thing to have a Pokemon with that ability, like Rayquaza Deoxys Legend. It's got a Pokemon body that says, if you knocked out your opponent with an attack with Rayquaza and Deoxys Legend, take another prize. Like, that's one thing, but I don't know.
I don't know. Right.
I don't know, dude. Like, I really hate that rule. But, I mean, my prediction is it's probably going to be like level X's.
Okay.
Because they mega evolve, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're still the same Pokemon. They're just slightly different. It's still Charizard. It's just slightly more powerful. It's still Blastoise.
You pronounced Digivolve wrong. Okay.
Squirtle Mega Digivolve 2! Oh no, Warp Digivolve. Sorry, I meant to say Warp Digivolve. When they went from like the first stage to the last stage, like they skipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Squirtle would warp Digivolve to Mega Blastoise.
So here's another thing. Not everything has a Mega Evolution.
Right.
So, are you going to be gimping yourself by not running a deck that runs one of those?
That depends on the cards, man.
Yeah.
It always depends on the cards. But you know, when I played, I don't believe there was a deck that didn't run level X.
Right.
Except Gyarados. Gyarados didn't run any level X's. That's the only deck I can think of that was. I mean.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think. Yeah, because there was SP, Luxray level X, Blaziken level X. Then there was Gengar, or Lost Gar as they called it, because he won by putting shit in the Lost Zone. Right. You ran that with the Gengar level X and like the new Gengar. And then yeah, Gyarados. Yeah. Oh well. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Flygon level X. Yep. Never mind. Never mind.
Nice. Well thought out argument.
Yeah, there wasn't really any deck that didn't run a level X.
Yeah.
And in the set that's out, the meta that's out now, there's not a deck out there that doesn't run an EX version of Darkrai EX is the Darkrai to go.
Right.
But the thing about the EXs are they don't evolve from anything. If it's a Darkrai EX, it's a basic Pokemon, boom, you play it.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, we will definitely be following that as information becomes available. I'm looking forward to that. That actually might make me play some Pokemon again. I would be down for that. Weren't you just talking about playing it again too?
Yeah, no, a buddy of mine that I play with at Legion, Curtis, he's been wanting to play unlimited version of Pokemon, which like any deck, goes.
That'd be super cool.
Because I have my Gyarados deck built, and I have my old Chenlock deck built.
Yeah.
Which is Blaziken and Garchomp level X with a Sableye. And then I do have some of my Machamp level X and Flygon level X deck. Flychamp is what we called it. A deck I've been wanting to rebuild from back when I started playing. It was called Lady Gaga. It was
what the?
It was Dialga Garchomp.
Okay.
So like if you said it like really fast, you sound like you're saying Dialga Gar, so they called it Lady Gaga.
Okay.
But it's Dialga level X, Dialga G level X, and yeah.
Get out of here! I'm about to boot you off the call.
Yeah, it was Dialga G level X and Garchomp level X. It was an SP deck. It was a crazy combo. That deck won tournaments like all the time.
Yeah.
There was ways around it. There definitely was, but it won tournaments. That was when the meta was like, I don't know. Oh, Shuppet-Donk. That's one that didn't run level X's. Shuppet-Donk.
Nice. The names are hilarious. Just like the names from the Weiss, from the regionals.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the deck names were the best.
Yeah, those are hilarious.
I really like, what was it? It was Excel World, right? No, Angel Beats deck. # things better than Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Super awesome deck name.
At the Syracuse regionals for Weiss Schwartz, 6th place was Monica Magica, and the deck name for that was Scissor Me Timber Xerxes.
DeCapo had There's No Charles, Only Zool, which I thought was amazing.
Yeah.
Also, the Excel World one named Excel World Trial Deck. I like that one quite a bit. There was one more that was the best one, though, I think, out of all of them. And it was a Vivid Red Operation one.
Which one was that?
That was called Vivid Butt.
Oh, yeah, Vivid Butt.
That was at the Temple City Regionals.
Boom, Vivid Butt.
Yeah. Also, Holy Swag-based lab coats. That's an awesome deck name as well.
Holy Swag-based lab coats. Get out of here. Get out of here, dude.
Get out of here. That's amazing.
But yeah, dude. I think that's all we got for tonight.
I think so. Well, there's one more thing, and I didn't tell you about this either. Well, actually, first off, I bought 2 booster boxes of Madoka Magica this week.
Really?
What? Well, no. You know this part.
Oh,
And out of the 2 boxes I bought, I pulled a. For those who don't know what these are, I pulled a gold loot bag. Okay. These are points basically. The gold ones are super rare.
oh, you meant to say Milky Holmes.
What did I say?
You said Madoka Magica.
Oh, whatever. I already have whatever. Yeah, Milky Holmes. I'm sorry. So now I have what 4 points I think total. This is 3, 1 and 3. Either way, those you can buy official like white shorts, bushy road sleeves and mats and stuff like that. So that was cool. And then I pulled a signed card. Okay, and then I pulled another signed card. So I got 2 signed cards and a gold bag out of 2 boxes of Milky Holmes.
That's pretty good.
Super awesome. You know,
So-
huh?
I'm gonna say this right now. That
Okay.
being said, when we make the Facebook page, we should see if anybody who's following that page, if they go to a draft for Magic, if they go to a tournament, pull cards,
Mm-hmm.
if they go, hey, I'm gonna buy this today at Target, get a Pokemon booster, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We want to hear your awesome pulls, and we'll say it on the show. Because. Like, I remember this one time where me and Studi were looking for the Darkrai level X tin a while back.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother Studi and I. And we were trying to... And finally, it appeared at the Target by our house. And I was like... He found the first one. And I was like, wait, I want that one. And he was like, dude, whatever. I found it first. I was like, no, I want that one, right? So he's like, fine, take this one. I'll take this one.
Yeah.
And I pulled a Machamp level X and a Machamp.
That's fantastic.
He got so mad.
And by the way, I guess it is like Sherlock Holmes. I don't know what the Milky thing necessarily means, but Milky Holmes is a super awesome, super cute, funny anime. Really like it.
Bushy Road.
By Bushy Road, exactly. And you can tell that they were meaning to do it in a card game because everything's colored. Anyway, but the what I didn't tell you, the surprise part, I guess, is I was thinking about this. Once we have the Facebook page, we can set up giveaways.
Oh, for sure.
And there is a mutually beneficial giveaway program, which if you enter, you get entries based on the stuff that you do. So if you tweet about the show, you get 3 entries. And you can do it every day. So you spread the word about us, we in turn give you stuff. And I would be willing to give away signed cards for the giveaways. Stuff like that. Or booster boxes of stuff, whatever I happen to come across that people would like.
Right, dude. We can even do anything like deck boxes, sleeves, or whatever.
Yep.
I got a couple of deck boxes that I could probably do in those giveaways.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That would be a lot of fun. For
And
sure.
it would be good to help bring in traffic and reward those who come and watch us idiots talk every week.
Yeah. So to the viewers that were out there tonight, thank you. Thank you for coming and stopping by. Even if you stopped by and said what's up.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you. Like us on Facebook. When we get that figured out, I'll post it everywhere.
Right.
Follow us on Twitter. And then follow us on Twitch. And
Twitch.
every week, Tuesday at 11. Right here on Twitch TV.
Yep. And I'm going to drop some so everybody can see his this week's
Oh, yeah. What's my week's offline photo? Let's see it.
This week's offline photo is there it is. I think it looks just like him. It could just be me. I don't know. But I thought that was a very accurate representation of him. Let me get him back in here for you. Hey, buddy. I thought you'd like that.
That's pretty cool.
There we go. But yeah, all right. Thanks, guys. This should be up tomorrow as a VOD. Again, go to youtube.com/cardsinhandmn. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, all that stuff. I think that's like. That might be the same thing. Yeah. Do all that nice, fun stuff. And we will be back here next week. Right?
Yes, next week.
Okay.
For sure.
Very
So
good.
Please like us on Facebook, retweet, follow us on Twitter, on the twiddly shittly titter.
I don't know if you can say that, but okay.
I think a YouTuber said that.
Guys.
I copied him. Sorry.
No, don't go to that site and try to follow us. You will find things that we don't endorse.
So yes. But yeah. Also, Monster Rancher card game.
Oh God, that's right.
That's something we didn't talk about tonight. And we told the viewer we would.
Well, we didn't talk about it for a good reason.
Yeah, we didn't get to play it
because we can't find it.
Yeah, we can't find it on eBay or anything. So.
Yeah, we are still looking. We did actually find a booster box finally, like last night. So maybe. I mean, I would like to learn about it, but it's really hard to like find information on it because there's the video game.
Yeah.
So we didn't forget about you, and in fact, we brought it up several times over the week. We will figure this out at some point.
For sure.
Soon. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. We will see you guys next time.
Tuesday at 11.
Tuesday at 11, hopefully. For sure. Sam, do you touch yourself at night? I believe that's the last question.